Wallabies recalled before he heads off to the Force next year, but he was a real standout the other night too. You mentioned Charlie Cale earlier. He's got, something a little bit different to the other eights in the Australian contingent. We know that Harry Wilson was in special form before he was injured. Can Charlie be a beneficiary of that injury from Harry for this series against Wales? I mean, have you got him in your Wallaby squad for July?
Oh, absolutely. Having him in my wider squad. Does he start? I think he could. I possibly have Sarah Uru at 6. I like what he would offer on both sides of the ball. I like the fact that he's probably a few years further down the line.
Yep.
And I love that offloading nature that he can provide. I have very close Charlie Cale. I think he's probably in that, he and maybe Rob Leota competing for a place in the 23. But there is, you even listen to how Charlie Cale speaks. He's pretty humble. He's not trying to put tickets on himself. But what he offers, the explosiveness, the dynamism, how effective he is at line-out, stealing line-out ball, his heads-up nature. Even he's out the back play on the weekend. He made that, it was difficult and made it look very easy. He's a Wallaby. I think he'll feature in those July matches. It's just whether or not he starts or not. I'm not certain I would start him, but I absolutely would be having him in my wider squad and probably in my 23 at the moment. You might have him even higher up the charts.
Look, I've got him in the wider squad. I think we've spoken about this a few times already. Exactly what blend Joe might go for in that back row. We've seen Rob Valentini this year a lot at number 6, and I don't think that's affected his game at all this year for the Brumbies. He's certainly maintained that ridiculously high level that we've come to expect from him. They've tried, I think, both Cale at 8 and maybe Jerome Brown's usually 7 or 6, isn't he? So look, it's a partnership that could worth be replicating at test level, isn't it? It's going to add some intrigue to that squad announcement in a couple of weeks' time. That's for sure. We'll certainly, expect a few more rebels to be added, or a few rebels rather to be added to that Wallabies train-on squad. Some Reds clearly as well over the next few days, and we'll start to get a clearer picture of exactly, what Joe might be thinking. But yes, big challenge for the Brumbies